It was a gloomy, rainy afternoon on the island of St. Lucia. Dr. Evelyn Quinn was at the dock. She was returning back to America after being recruited here by the BII Peace Corporation. I need a ticket to America. There will be a ship headed to America stopping in transit here in a few hours. There's been some delay due to the weather. All right. Taking her ticket, Dr. Quinn walked out to the waiting area in the patio. 5:15 p.m. Her watch read. She sat down admiring the beautiful island. She would miss being here. As a cool breeze hit her face, Dr. Quinn closed her eyes. But as she waited, she didn't realize when she dozed off. A while later, Dr. Quinn woke up startled. The skies had gotten dark. She anxiously looked at her watch. Rather surprised to see the time was still 5:15 p.m. What? Still 5:15? All of a sudden, she heard the voice of a man. Miss, are you boarding the BII Whiteline? Yes, I am. It's setting sail. We should hurry. I'm boarding the same ship. It's this way. Dr. Quinn quickly picked up her bag and followed after the man in the rain. They boarded the ship half out of breath as they handed their tickets to the steward. Welcome aboard the BII Whiteline. Thank you so much. If not for you, I would have missed my ride. I'm Dr. Evelyn Quinn. Javier Lane. Walking down the deck, Dr. Quinn looked at her watch again. Still 5:15? That's why. It's not working. May I take a look? Dr. Quinn curiously gave her watch to Javier and watched him repair it in just minutes. It's 9 p.m. Amazing! How did you do that? I craft watches. Impressive. It's been a delight meeting you. So, where are you headed? To America, with my family. I had stopped here to get some supplies. Family? Where are they? Javier looked around nervously. Please, don't tell anyone, or there might be trouble. Trouble? Come with me. Javier took Dr. Quinn to the lower level of the ship. She walked past the crowded aisles, seeing all sorts of people, before Javier stopped at one of the cabins. This is my wife, Paloma, and my child. Dr. Quinn saw a pale and weak young woman holding a newborn child in her arms. She's just given birth. What? No, you shouldn't have brought her on board like this. Especially the child, she's unwell, she needs care. We didn't have a choice. Javier is from a small town on the island of Barbados, belonging to a humble background. It was after much struggle he completed an apprenticeship in watchmaking, and about a year ago got hired by one of the richest businessmen in town, Castiel Martin, who owned a designer watch company. Javier was glad to have gotten this opportunity and gave his all towards the job. And soon became one of Mr. Martin's prized employees. Javier worked long hours handcrafting and repairing each and every timepiece at the workshop, which was conjoined with the Martin residence. That tune, it's so beautiful. Every night in the Martin residence, Javier was captivated by beautiful music of a violin that played in the chamber above, the chamber that belonged to Paloma, the daughter of Castiel Martin. Javier waited every night just to listen to her play and sing her songs. There was something about Paloma he couldn't resist. And he began to fall in love with her. But he knew this love of his would never be anything more. A man like him would never be with a woman of her status. But it was one afternoon. While Javier and Mr. Martin were in the workshop, he noticed Paloma enter. "Father, will you take me to the luthier today? My violin string broke." "Not today, sweetheart." "Father, please, I haven't been able to practice these last days." "Paloma, I'll take you when I make time. You know how busy I am." "You never have time." Quite upset, Paloma left her violin on the table and ran off. And Mr. Martin simply got back to inspecting the timepieces. "You're doing a wonderful job, Javier. Keep it up." As Mr. Martin left, Javier looked at Paloma's violin, running his hands along it. 2 of the strings were broken, but perhaps he could manage something. "Father, you got my violin repaired." "Sorry, sweetheart, I couldn't make time." "But it's repaired. It wasn't you?" "Oh, must have been one of the servants." Surprised, Paloma went around asking all the servants, but no one owned up to the task. Now it wasn't magic. Who repaired it? "We don't know, madam. It wasn't us." Strange. She broke it again? The next day, Javier was surprised to find Paloma's violin torn again. With his utmost care, he repaired it, wrapped it up, and was about to head out of the workshop to return it to its owner, when he froze, seeing Paloma at the door. "So it was you." Sorry, madam. I was just repairing it." "What's your name?" "Javier." Paloma smiled as she took the violin and closed the doors of the workshop. "Now that you repaired it, won't you listen to me play? Sit." That night, Javier was mesmerized getting to listen to Paloma play right before his eyes. They spoke for hours getting to know each other. Paloma enjoyed Javier's company, and she began to visit him at the workshop every night when she played her violin for him. And before either of them knew it, they fell in love. "Paloma, this isn't right. Your father will never accept this relationship." "Javier, we love each other. This is about you and me, not anyone else." "You don't understand. He trusts me. How can I break his trust?" "You'll never know." Paloma and Javier kept their relationship a secret. But as the months went by like this, it was one day Paloma discovered she was pregnant. "We can't hide this anymore, Paloma. I have to tell him." "No, he won't spare either of us." "Then what do you expect me to do?" "Let's run away, Javier. Far from here." Paloma managed to hide her pregnancy for a few months, in which Javier tried to save up as much money as he could, though it didn't amount to much. Without much choice, they left the house and ran away to the outskirts of town. Javier managed to arrange a small cabin, the couple got married and started living together. However, back in town, Castiel Martin was furious discovering what his daughter had done. She disgraced the family. This is inexcusable. What do you want us to do, boss? Spread rumors he kidnapped Paloma. Bring them back, be it alive or dead. Having to keep underground, Javier was unable to get a job and ended up laboring. The couple was struggling to get by, but together they were happy and content with whatever they had. Javier, supper is ready. So sorry I spilled the water. It's alright, I'll get some more. You're done already? Yeah, it was delicious. Hurry, your food is getting cold. And this was how 6 months passed by. Until 2 nights ago, Paloma suddenly awoke to tremendous pain in her stomach. Javier, it's time. Try to stay calm. I'll bring someone from town. It was late, but Javier traveled to town and somehow managed to bring a woman to assist Paloma with her delivery. It's a boy. That dawn, getting to see their child take his first breath of life, the couple couldn't be more happy. Javier was grateful to the woman, but despite wanting to pay her, he had nothing with him. So Paloma took out a golden locket of hers and placed it in the woman's hand. Please, accept this as a gift from us. No, I couldn't. Hesitantly, the woman took the locket, but it was when she looked at it. Her face darkened. Martin? You're the daughter of Castiel Martin. Your father, he's searching for... The woman got up in shock as she began to back away. Please, don't tell anyone. But without listening to them, the woman ran out of the cabin towards town. Javier, we can't stay here anymore. We have to go. Realizing their lives were in danger, Javier and Paloma had no choice but to take their newborn child and flee. The ship is on its way to America. Please arrange 2 tickets for me. As night fell on Barbados, Javier and Paloma boarded a ship with their child, leaving their home forever, hoping to finally start a new and peaceful life. After hearing their story, Dr. Quinn was shocked. She quickly sat beside Paloma and checked her temperature. You're burning up. It's just a little fever. I'm fine. Dr. Quinn took some medicine out of her bag and handed her. You both look like you can use some rest. Don't worry about the baby. I'll look after him. With that, she took the child in her arms and finally let Javier and Paloma get some moments of relief. Later that night, Dr. Quinn went out to the deck to catch some air. It had been a hectic evening. She wondered about Javier and Paloma. Their love had brought them this far, in sickness and in health. As Dr. Quinn looked out into the vast ocean ahead, glimmering in the moonlight, she noticed a smaller vessel reach to a stop beside theirs. Some men were boarding onto the ship. All of a sudden, havoc arose on the deck as people began running inside. "Get in your cabins, lock the doors." "What is going on?" "Pirates. The ship is being raided." Dr. Quinn anxiously headed down to inform Javier and Paloma. But when she got there, she saw Javier ushering Paloma out into the crowd. "Dr. Quinn, it's the Martins men. They found out about us. If anything happens to me, please help Paloma." "Where did she go?" "She's..." In the midst of the panic, Dr. Quinn heard a shrill scream as the men barged down the aisles. "There he is." She stared in shock as the men approached Javier. "Where is she?" "She's not here." "You bloody liar." As he took hold of Javier, Dr. Quinn attempted to stop them. "Please, don't do this. He hasn't done anything wrong." But pushing her aside, the men dragged Javier. Dr. Quinn got up, going after them, but before she could do anything, she heard the gunshot fire. As Javier fell. Doctor, wake up. Your ship has arrived." Dr. Quinn woke up startled to see the clerk calling her. She looked around to see she was still at the office. It was night. She looked at her watch. It's 9 p.m. The BII Whiteline has arrived. The trip was delayed. There was a pirate raid on the way from the last transit. BII Whiteline? Pirates? Dr. Quinn widened her eyes as she ran out to the dock looking at the ship. Javier? Yes. One of the men lost his life in the raid. His name was Javier Lane, but how did you know? His family, his wife and child need help. As the crowds of people left the ship, Dr. Quinn rushed in searching from cabin to cabin. Until she finally reached the storage room to the far corner. Noticing a young woman tightly grabbing hold of a child crouched to the corner. After Martin's men had taken Javier's life, they searched the ship for Paloma. But unable to find her, they eventually gave up their search and left. Paloma! Paloma! Dr. Quinn shook Paloma, but suddenly, her arms let loose as the child lay on her lap. She was no more. Dr. Quinn fell back as tears filled her eyes. She had never felt this helpless before. She could do nothing. Nothing. The child is alive. The child is alive. Dr. Quinn doesn't know what she experienced that evening. If it was a vision, or if it was the desperate spirit of the father who couldn't leave his son and wife helpless. Or if it was the love of the mother which could not leave her baby alone.
Dr. Quinn raised the son of Javier and Paloma as her own.
Click on the subscribe button and check out more awesome videos on our channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon because you know it's interesting.